As you may remember, in last week's video I talked about how to create a portfolio of residential letting properties that had real equity in them, 25% of equity in it, without you having to leave all your money in. If you missed that video, then I'll post a link here and a link in the description so that you can go and have a look at that video. But in today's video, what I really just wanted to touch on briefly is about creating a portfolio of properties that are debt-free. So why might you want to do that? Well, of course, there's a lot of talk about the market going to crash soon. The reality is, I don't believe that is the case. And again, I'll put another link up here and down below on a video I did a few weeks back describing why I think that most people have really got this wrong, predicting that there's going to be a market crash. I think we're several years away from that. So that may be of interest to you if you haven't already watched that. But the reality is that why would you want to create a debt-free portfolio? Well, first of all, when there is a crash, and of course inevitably there will be, we know that, I've gone through 3 property cycles, having been involved in property now for 40 years, since 1973. So I know, as you will know, that the market will crash at some point. So we prepare for that, and there's 2 reasons why we want to prepare for that. One is that we want to make sure we've got our house on order so as that we are properly protected when that event arrives. But second, there will be many opportunities post that you will be able to access because cash will become king, and you will have the resources, you'll have the equity, and you'll have the stability to be able to go after that. I was, interestingly enough, I was just speaking to somebody yesterday who is joining us on our program, and he was saying that he got wiped out in 2008, 2010. And for the last 18 years, or well, probably the last 16 years to be honest, he has been preparing for the next downturn because he saw so many opportunities after that event that he wanted to be able to take advantage of that. So with this strategy, you will be able to take advantage of that. And essentially, it's about property development. It'll be no surprise to you if you're following this channel that I'm a property developer, ground up property development, and my strategy is to build to sell, but equally you can build to rent. And that's what really the subject of this video is. So I'm just going to take my marker here, which I put over there. So if you essentially, let's say you, and we'll just use this as an example, that you were building 4 flats. And what you were able to do is that each of those would produce a gross development value of 25%. That's also, if you look at last week's video, I talked about how there's actually an additional profit center that you should be able to make out of that by actually gaining planning on land. Anyway, we're just talking about the build profit. So there's 25% for each of those units that they are going to yield. And so with that 25%, what you can actually do is you can sell off 3 of those, and then you end up with this one, which is debt-free. And you can just really rinse and repeat that process so that each time you complete out a development, then you are left with 1 out of 4 that is debt-free. Now, of course, there's nothing to stop you doing, say, 8 properties in a build, and therefore you end up with 2. Very, very quickly leveraging and gaining debt-free properties. Now, whatever happens to the market, you're not worried. Even if valuations go down, it's okay. No bank is going to come and ask you to put additional money in, as they did with the last crash. If interest rates go up, you're not paying interest because you got no loans. Win-win there. If inflation kicks in and really gets high, you're only going to benefit because the values are going to go up. And so your equity, instead of being 25%, your equity in those properties is just going to skyrocket, giving you the ability, when the good deals that come on the market, and you're able to really buy stuff that's substantially below 25% of market value, and you're able to gain those deals. You'll also be able to get great land deals because land drops more in value after a crash than property itself. And the reason for that is that and a lot of people don't really understand, it's not actually so much the houses that crash, it's actually the land underneath the houses that lose the value. And so it's that depreciation of value, or depreciation is the wrong word, but that drop in value of land because the house is built on the land, and so therefore that land goes down in value, and so therefore it appears that the whole actual price of those properties go down when in reality it's the land. So by doing that, you very much create a very, very secure environment. What we generally know, of course, is that when we do have a crash and when new builds become scarcer, then the rental market becomes much stronger, and therefore the valuations in terms of rents go up as well. So again, you're going to have a better return on those properties as well. So that's my kind of strategy for building a debt-free portfolio, which really de-risks your whole investment strategy. If you'd like to know a little bit more of that, I suggest first of all that you take the quiz. There'll be a link in the description below. Take that quiz and book a call with me, and we can discuss how we can really move you towards a debt-free portfolio of residential investment properties. Until the next time, take care, and I look forward to speaking to you then. Oh, incidentally, like and share this video. Please share it because I think a lot of people should know this. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please give us hit that subscribe button, and remember to hit the notification bell so that you're notified of the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.